It's February 25th, 2026. There was a fresh snowfall last night, and it's covered the road. Of course, there are no snowplows on this road because it is closed. Closed to cars, but not to foot traffic. Just going to stop here to show you this creek. We're on a bridge, an abandoned bridge. And there's a creek all iced in, meandering up there. Okay, turn slowly. Look at the other side. That's where we came from. Oh, that's chilly. Iced up. But the water's starting to show itself and the ice is breaking. Hopefully that's a sign of spring. Okay, let's continue our walk down this path, which is in fact a road, but now it's kind of a nice country path walk. I'm hoping that some animal might run out, or we might see some birds. But right now everything is quite still. It's fairly silent here and still, except for the forlorn call of a crow in the distance. I don't know if the audio can pick that up or not. Looking at this trail, there are no other footprints, so we are the first to walk this today. It's heavy, wet snow. This is a roadway in southern Ontario, and I've traveled down this road many times in my vehicle. Oh, look at this here. I'm going to stop to show you this. Here is, can you identify what that is? This is the trail of a really big deer. So a deer went across here, off into there. Okay, we'll continue. As I was saying, I've traveled down this road many times, but they closed it. I guess they just don't want to pay to maintain the bridge and the road, so now it's closed, and whether or not trees and other plants will grow over the road, well, we'll have to wait and see. I know of other local abandoned roads where that has in fact happened. Some have been closed for 50, 60 years, and it's just been taken right over with nature, and you can scarcely tell that it was a road. Sometimes you have to look these things up on historical maps. It's not a long stretch. We're getting close to the end. There's something about an abandoned road. First of all, it's difficult to say. Say an abandoned road, especially when your lips are a little cold. And if I'm a little inarticulate at this moment, you understand why. But anyhow, there is something about an abandoned road. The mystery, the history. It's a kind of a weird feeling walking on a road that is closed. I don't know why. It's like there's something ghostly about it. You can picture all the ghostly travels that imprint themselves here in some manner. The first time I traveled down this road, I bet you it was, oh my goodness, almost 50 years ago. I'm getting to what was a familiar bend in the road when I used to drive here. And you see all this little patch of trees here indicating a place where there once was some kind of a building, a farmhouse or a barn, something of that nature. And it too is abandoned. You can see that windmill whipping around in the background. Gives you some idea that it's windy, and I'm starting to feel the chill a bit. And now I'm coming to the end. There's the blockade for the other side. And that was a nice 10-minute winter walk. I'm invigorated. However, my hand is feeling a little chilly. I'm barehanding this camera. I didn't expect it to get that cold. I'll be happy to shut it off when I get up here. And there's a sign. I'm not telling you exactly where we are because, well, I don't have to. You've got it right there. You can tell where we are. I'll zoom in. Okay, I made it to the end, and I'm going to pan back around to show you where I came from. There we go. These are squirrel tracks. We're on our way back. We're walking back. Found some more tracks. These are human tracks. This is the view walking back. And in the background, you can see the tree line that goes along with that creek that I showed you earlier. And then way up in the distance is the bridge. And on this side, we're following the creek. So I should show that. There it is. Down in there. And there's some thistle. Lana has made a notable observation, and she said that looking at the tracks, you can see how perfectly imprinted they are. And that's because of this very wet packing snow. There is something spooky about walking on this closed road. I can't quite figure out what makes it spooky. I think that because it's winter, it adds to that spooky quality because it's not so inviting. It does carry its own beauty, and that's all around if you look for it and listen for it. And right now I hear some swans. There they are in the background. As an artist, I always enjoy the one-point perspective of a road receding into the background. I love looking down the roadway to the vanishing point, which right now is at the spot where we started. Here's some more interesting tracks, and I will surmise that it's a coyote. Now, there are no other human footprints around here, so I know that nobody was walking a dog. There could be a dog at large, of course, but I think this is possibly a coyote. There's a good close-up of his footprint. Abandoned road.